8 investigates obtaining new emails tonight showing a pilot project is already creating new accountability when it comes to how Maine handles sexual assaults.
But that project is about to run out of money after more than a year of leading the way on this issue. Nora Hogan is here with a look at where things are right now. Nora.
So Megan, John, this pilot project to inventory and track kids in 2 Maine counties runs out of money next week at the end of the month. Meanwhile, another county is just getting started. But people on all sides of this issue say it's high time to get these reforms funded at the state level to ensure that the progress that's being made is lasting.
It has really helped solidify a practice that was done in most parts of the states, where prosecutors and law enforcement are working together at an early stage in an investigation to really enhance sexual assault investigations.
In Kennebec and Penobscot counties, when survivors go to the hospital to have a sexual assault kit collected, they're now able to track the status of their kit online to see where it's located and whether it's been tested for DNA evidence. Since tracking started in November, 35 survivors have gotten a kit and filed a police report. 21 of those kits have been sent to the state crime lab for testing. Before now, best estimates were that only 20 to 30% of kits were being tested. So in these counties, that's already doubled.
We are concerned that we may miss serial perpetrators if kits aren't being tested.
The Maine Prosecutors Association recently updated their best practices to say that any kit associated with a known victim should be tested, regardless of whether the evidence is needed in court. Using Maine's Freedom of Access Act, 8 investigates obtained emails that suggest that some officials may not have been aware of that change or of a new law that requires police to notify prosecutors of any reported sexual assault kits within 60 days.
It was easy to forget that there's a 60-day deadline in a sexual assault case. Absolutely.
These emails show on at least one occasion the pilot project has helped ensure that everyone is in compliance.
Do you think the pilot project is helping build awareness around the rule?
There's been more eyes on these cases, and more eyes is better.
When the grant funding runs out next week, survivors in Kennebec and Penobscot counties will still be able to track their kits, but the project won't get any bigger without state funding. Meanwhile, Cumberland County is laying the groundwork to inventory, track, and test every reported kit in local police departments.
I think everybody likes it when they know what's supposed to happen. You know, it doesn't feel good when you've got one of these cases where you've got an incredibly impacted victim and a lack of clarity about how to proceed.
So far, conversations between the DA's office and the local departments have been going well. They anticipate finding between 300 to 500 untested kits across the county.
As we move forward, we have to change people's consciousness around why we do this work, what is legal, what are the rules, what are the new best practices.
I checked in with prosecutors across the state to see if they've updated estimates for untested kits in their district. Most people who got back to us said it's not substantial or they don't know. One DA, though, emailed every police chief in their district twice to try to find out, but only heard back from half of those departments. In studio, I'm Nora Hogan for 8 Investigates.
And Nora and 8 Investigates have been following this issue for more than a year now, first reporting on a state bill to create a tracking system for those sexual assault kits back in February of 2024. Right now on our website, you can scroll through the timeline to see each step towards sexual assault kit reform and read each of our 8 Investigates reports. You'll find that right now on the homepage of WMTW.com.